All right, welcome everybody to Black Dragon Biker TV, the round table. And here we have folks on from all over the place. We're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the position of sergeant at arms, and I think it'd be kind of cool to talk about the position based on various motorcycle clubs from all over the country. So we've got Pac from Jesus up there. Is it North Dakota? Where are you? I always forget. Somewhere cold. Minnesota,
North Dakota.
North Dakota, Minot, North Dakota. And I know why they call it Minot, because I might not ever get up there for any damn reason. It's certainly not in the winter. Look at you, man. You're freezing.
I'm cold, but it's all good. Got
No,
on my
you guys
beanie.
get ice in your blood when you get up there.
We good. We good.
And we've got Prep from Florida, where it's probably 100 degrees down there. What's up, man? Prep 1%er, good to see you.
Yo.
We are simulcasting across your platform. You want to tell us what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, I appreciate you once again for having me on. So Controversy Sales is my television show and podcast, airs each and every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. And we talk about politics and religion, the things that people shy away from that you're not supposed to talk about. But we talk about it in a light that's more educational as opposed to just speaking of it without having any direction. And it's very informative and entertaining. Last week we talked about what did we talk about last week? Oh, we talked about culture, about the global. The show was Global Black Love, Local Black Hate, and the premise was the world loves Black culture, but has not fully accepted Black and minorities as a race. This week, we're talking about parenting and about how some parents are more friends to their kids and the impacts in the household. So definitely check it out. Some great things. We have some resources. We talk about mental health. We provide resources for veterans. I myself am a veteran, but I also suffer from dissociative personality disorder and schizophrenia. So I have some resources as well. So again, Controversy Sales on YouTube, the Inspire TV network, and on Facebook each and every Thursday.
Wow, that's amazing. So you have your own television show, your own network, your own television network, and your own social media channels
and the business magazine that's coming out as well. That again, just providing resources, and we focus on minority businesses, and we help again with resources because I own a marketing company, so we help small businesses with getting resources the legal way. So don't mess with that PPP. You're gonna be fooling with the FED.
Do you think people are going to be going to jail for that PPP? We got to talk about that. You got to have me on the
Man. Yeah, but again, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Glad to be here with everybody tonight, man. Looking forward to it.
Real close to 10, I'll get it. We also have Tank from the Biker Lifestyle podcast. Hey, Tank, how you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you this week, BD. It actually works out good, man. I'm on here. Tried like hell to get on last week, but well, modern day computers can be a trial sometimes. So
it's good to have you, man. Tell us when your show's on and all that sort of thing.
Well, the main show we do for our podcast comes out every Monday. That's the main episode. This is usually about, we try to keep around an hour long. Lately, we've been trying to get content out there on a every other day basis. So we've been doing little videos. I've been cruising around Florida, doing some little videos. I was with Meg from Meg's motorcycle journey last week, and I hung out with the West Coast Florida riders today over Peggy's Corral. It was in the 50 degrees, but a lot of bikers out there. So we're just trying to bring a lot of new different things and showcase the biker's lifestyle for everybody.
Man, that's really, really cool. We saw that someone said thank you for your service, Prep. We all thank you for your service. What branch were you in?
Army.
It got quiet.
Somebody had to.
I ain't saying anything. It's the same joke I always say.
Can y'all see me and hear me now?
I can see
Yeah,
you.
we did. Danny,
All right.
Oh, Danny.
And I saw you keep trying back and forth getting on.
Bro, it's driving me straight crazy, man.
We got Carlos from Wild on Twos. Carlos,
Yo.
what's up, man?
Como están? How's everybody doing? Yeah, you
Good to
guys
see
can
you.
catch me every Thursday. I have a show, post a video. I do more motovlogging than anything. Tuesdays, I got to get back to it. I showcase a new motovlogger, not a new one, but a motovlogger that people maybe have not seen, but do great content. And of course, we do these shows here on Sunday. And we got the Neutral Zone at 8 p.m. Central with Danny D'Lo and Hollywood from Insane Throttle.
Outstanding. Good to have you, man.
I just read your shirt, bro. Fucking awesome.
Don't read his shirts, man.
Hey, I love that shirt.
And we've got Chrome from Los Gypsies Motorcycle Club in Canada, man.
All right.
Oh, hold up. We can't hear you. Hold up.
He muted himself.
You're muted.
Uh-oh.
How do I unmute you? Chrome, we can't hear you, man. No.
He said he can't hear you.
Yeah, I read his lips and saw that too.
He said he
Nah.
can't hear me? Oh, my God, Tank. This is... this is
Last
the-
week all over again, brother.
Last week all over
This doesn't happen on my channel.
again.
But you two make up already, for crying out loud. Come on, man.
Oh, my God. We had a fight today, and it was horrible.
Carry it over.
Yeah,
My Cuban ass got.
that Cuban temper, he tore my ass up. I just felt shredded. Hey, man, you got to log out and come back in because I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay. All right. I think that's what he's going to do. And Danny D'Lo from Danny D'Lo TV. What's up, man? Danny D'Lo Biker TV.
Was good.
Hey, we saw your
Welcome, Prep.
we saw
Indeed.
your thing today on or a couple days ago on Sergeant at Arms. So, guys, I thought it'd be really cool to get all these different people, and I wanted to get Chrome in from Canada. Hopefully, he can come in, and I wanted to talk about. I've seen some videos about Sergeant at Arms, and some of the videos that I see, I don't know. The best way to describe them is sophomorish in terms of some of the things that folks are suggesting. I just wonder, like, where were some of these people sergeant at arms at, and also, some of the. So I guess the best thing I want to do is just get all these folks together from all these different kind of motorcycle clubs. We got 1% motorcycle clubs, 1%ers, 99%ers. We got people up in Canada. We got traditional clubs here. We got a bunch of different clubs. And what I really wanted to talk about was the sergeant at arms and how each of you guys feels about them. Is there really a huge difference? And kind of get this out across the channel so that folks can get an idea of what sergeant at arms are. And I've made a whole bunch of videos about it. I wrote a book about it, blah, 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 blah. But, what do you guys think? And Chrome, can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Chrome, tell us a little bit about you up there in Canada, Los Gypsies.
Welcome, Chrome.
Well, thank you, brother. Hey, man. So, I've been up here for about a minute, about 41 years living in Canada. Los Gypsies Nation started about 12 years ago, and we're the first black motorcycle club, all black nation here. We're trying to start something a little different. Everybody kind of congratulated and welcomed us. And, we try to give show some diversity here and up in Canada because there's nothing like us. And that's about it. We having fun, and doing this thing up here. And you guys have helped us out a lot watching your show, Black Dragon. Actually, all you guys been listening to you. I wanted to bring a little bit of American flavor here. So a lot of black men a lot of black brothers who ride up here never seen anything like this. And they need to know that, this is not a unicorn. This is actually real. And that's about
Man, it was really, really cool. It's great. Lord have mercy. It's great to have you. Thank you so much for tuning in and coming on the show. So let's do this. Let's go around the table and get a quick blurb or, however you want to do it, of what you think a sergeant at arms is for an MC and the importance and everything. We're going to start with you, Prep, sir. Please give us your thing. Your
Okay.
spiel.
All right. So, I always have to kind of break down because I was a school teacher, so by nature, I'm that's just what I do. So here's where my challenge is. So you've got sergeant at arms, and then you have enforcer. So that's the first thing is understanding your club composition itself, because while they are very, 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 very similar and can be identical depending on the club itself, the most important part of it is a couple of things: security and enforcement. So when it comes down to the sergeant at arms position, I was in a 99 club. Sergeant at arms is what we had. So when it comes down to the 90 to the on the 99% side, the sergeant at arms, again, security and enforcement. So the roles are going to be different in every club. So as we talked about before, make sure you get an understanding of what the expectations of your particular club, that chapter, and that president, because that president is the sergeant at arms number one priority. So you have to understand that it's going to be different in every club. So you've got your sergeant at arms and your enforcer, but the sergeant at arms, again, security and enforcement,
All right.
security and enforcement, internally and externally. So it's a dual role, and it's a very key and critical role. But it's also very important that sergeant at arms or enforcer neck down. You don't make decisions, you don't think, you don't politic, from the neck down. Follow orders and execute. So that's simple.
Black and white.
That's it.
All right. Okay, Tank, give us yours.
Well, my club, we don't have a sergeant at arms. We've gone into that in a past show. We have an enforcer. Actually, we got a couple enforcers. And from my point of view, and in my club, they need to be the voice of reason. They need to be very forthright, but they also need to be really, really calm. They need to be. There's a time for getting the job done, and then there's a time for calming things down. They're for the security of the club in the building to make sure that when we've got people coming in from the outside, we got open houses, that we have the right people coming in and the wrong people staying out. And when we're out in the public, it's about keeping the club safe and looking to see where any problems might arise, or keeping the members in check, making sure that we put the best face that we can on out in the public, so we're not showing our ass to people. Like I said, they need to be very deliberate. What I mean by that is, they can't. There's not a lot of jaw jacking that goes on, but they do have to have diplomacy skills as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want my listeners, all of our listeners and subscribers, I want you guys to really focus in and key in what you're hearing. And I thought that this would happen, so I'm really cool. Carlos, tell us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the things that I see a lot of people love wearing that patch, and it's a 24/7 job that a lot of people don't understand when they get that patch. I see guys from clubs wear that patch, and they don't really do a lot of homework. Like Tank was saying, these guys, as a sergeant at arms, you need to know not only routes. I'm not talking about road captain. I mean, they should know the routes. They should know what events are, what's going on, what clubs are around the areas, backup plans, plan A, B, and C during an event at a club. It's a 24/7 job that you're not the most liked person sometimes in that club for some people. And you got to realize that. It's not something that some guys just do, wear the patch, and they think they get away with a lot of stuff and get respect that way. But it's a big responsibility. They should know the bylaws more than just about anybody. And they have to kind of correct some people, even the president, on any issues that they see that someone's not following or the P's not following. I mean, I can get really depth. I mean, I did a video on it, and I can go on and on. But I mean, it's a job I noticed that a lot of people take for granted, and they think it kind of blows them up and people will respect them. And but it's a lot of work. When I mean 24/7, it's 24/7, and I know Danny D'Lo can attest to that one.
All right, outstanding. Pot up there in Minot, South Dakota.
What's good, Pop?
What's
What's
up,
the
homie?
temperature? First of all, what's the
Superman.
damn temperature up there, man?
It was like 1 degree earlier. I don't know where we at right now. I've been
He said
outside.
1 degree.
Man,
You're gonna
It's
That equals
nothing
the
outside.
infinity that will happen.
Tank was complaining
One.
about 50 today.
Oh, wow. I wish.
One.
Well, if you ask me about a sergeant at arms, to me, with our club, the sergeant at arms is the living embodiment of our rules. He has to be above reproach because he's the one that hand out fines. He's the one that makes sure that everybody is staying in line, and including the president, the vice president, all the way down to the members. That's a really hard position because a lot of people, they get in that spot and they think because they are the sergeant at arms, they can do this, or they can talk to people this way, talk to people that way, but people don't respond that way. Being a sergeant at arms is holding yourself to the highest of the highest standard and the best of our club, because when you talk to somebody about a fine, you talk to somebody about not being there, and you have to go talk to another club, they have to know that you have integrity and they can count on you to always have integrity. So to me, it's just like I talk to my guys, anybody in that position, they know that they're going to be held to a high standard because they are the living embodiment of our bylaws. And that's all I got on that.
Man, that's amazing. That's awesome. And tell us the name of your club again, sir.
Oh, you didn't know? Ice Cold Riders.
He didn't even know where you live.
Oh,
I know the name of his club.
He knows. Ice Cold
He just
Riders.
doesn't want to know.
And tell us real quick about that hat you're wearing, bro.
Oh, this is Rider Republic. This is our little thing that we do. We sell merch on riderrep.com. And basically we sell beanies, hats, hoodies, tees, and we use that money to funnel back into our club to be able to put on big events for the city, for our kids here, and help people out when their car get broke and all that. So this is just a business that we formed in a way to give back. And also with that, we're trying to connect riders all across America and everywhere. If there's an event coming on, you can go to our website and post it and put pictures up there to show, this is what we're doing here. And another person in LA can look at our website and say, oh, I'm going to be there. And it's just a way to connect everybody. And instead of going out and spending $40 on a Harley Davidson t-shirt, because we all do it, I would think that all bikers, that no matter if you're in the club or you just like to ride bike, we can all unite under this Rider Republic flag, because we are a republic of people that do something that not too many people can, but they all want to.
Man, I appreciate you, man. So Danny, D-Lo, tell us, man.
What
Give us your spiel.
Well, like Black Dragon always says, get the book. I'm just gonna say watch the video. Sergeant at Arms, Danny D-Lo Biker TV. You know what, man? Being a sergeant at arms, in my opinion, you got to be a gangster, but you got to be a politician at the same time. Like kind of like what Tank said. You got to be a calm person, but when it's ready to jump off, then there's a time to not be nice, right? The main thing of the job description is keeping your brothers safe, keeping them whole, and instilling order in the clubhouse and out. You know what I mean? And just watching your P's back, and that's about all I'm gonna say on that matter.
Outstanding, man. Appreciate you. And up there in Canada, Chrome. Forgive me for coughing. Chrome. No,
he's doing it again.
Oh no, we
Oh,
lost
nice.
him again.
How did we lose you? Chrome.
What happened?
Well, I think
Make
the
sure
signal
your
in
mic is
Canada gets a little slower by when you get past North Dakota.
I can't believe we can't have a show without technical difficulty. What's up, Chrome? Chrome.
Here you go, Pac.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oh, he's gone. All right,
I like
so
it.
he'll come back
Sniper.
and he'll give us his thing. Okay, hold on. He's back. Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So these gentlemen kind of sums it all up what it is. Up here, what we do is this. We have a classroom in our clubhouse. And every Sunday on church, we talk about a few things, and we have classes on protocol and everything. We don't have a sergeant at arms, but we have enforcers here. And those usually most of the guys who've been in this club when they first beginning and what they're talking to the younger guys. And as far as we know what's going on in the city, and we see shit coming when it comes, and really a lot of things don't really come at us because, like I say, it's just us up here. And far as I'm kind of the sergeant at arms, the vice president, everything, because a lot of these guys, this is all new to them. So what I do is I do my homework. We all share on a Sunday. We talk to other clubs, and they give us a perspective of what we should be doing, should be doing. But yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, my guys don't do really stupid stuff. We don't go in territories. We do our thing. Our clubhouse is not meant for partying. We invite guests to our clubhouse and we throw a party for them. But as far as our clubhouse, it's not meant to make money. That's not what we do here. It's more or less for us. And yeah, so we invite other clubs. We have the same like mind, so we don't have any problems because they think like us, they behave like us, and and life is good.
Outstanding, man. Appreciate it. So here's the deal. So I wanted to do this between us, just kind of open up a general discussion and kind of feel you guys out on this. Is there just like this big, huge difference between a 99% sergeant at arms, a traditional MC sergeant at arms, an outlaw MC sergeant at arms, a sergeant at arms of a riding club, sergeant at arms of a Christian club? What do you guys see as the differences? Are they the same kind of thing? Let's just throw out the conversation and let me hear what I get back from y'all.
Well, I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be different regardless of what level, because the blanket guidelines are the same. Everyone has the same function. Now, the way you respond in those situations may change, but the function remains the same. If you're a president, your job as a president is the same, whether you're in a riding club, a Christian club, a social club, outlaw club, 99% club, it's the same. Sergeant at arms or enforcer, whatever you call it, it's the same. The standards don't change. The duties and the job description remains the same. But you know how you go apply for a job and it gives you all the job description at the bottom. It says any other duties as business needs dictate or as your supervisor tells you. So you just have to be ready, but it's still the same. Because again, a president of a 99 club represents that club. So if he's having a conversation with a president from a 1% or an outlaw club, he still needs to be able to hold his own and have that conversation. So it's the same.
Yeah,
based
also,
on that club, based on whatever your club requires, but it's the same regardless of what level.
It's like what Prep is saying, that, I mean, it's just like anything else in life. The titles are going to be the same, definition will be the same, but where you live and where you're at is going to be the big difference. There's clubs that are in little podunk towns in the middle of the country, probably a couple members, 3, where they're president, vice president, they're sergeant at arms, but they're not going to experience much there in that little area compared to someone in the big city. Even in a smaller club in the big city, their sergeant at arms will probably be going through a lot of different situations from someone in the big club in a small town. So it all depends on region, where you live, and like they said, technically it's supposed to be the same, but it's not going to be the same in different clubs. I mean, I've seen some 99% enforcers go through a lot of stuff. It all depends on where they're at.
I want to chime in and add to what Prep was saying about at the end of the day, it's kind of everybody's responsibility. I remember several years ago we had a young guy who was new to the enforcer position, and he got a little liquored up. We were at a local watering hole, and he and another guy got into it. Had a little hair across his ass for him, and I'm trying to talk him off the ledge, as it were, and trying to de-escalate the whole situation. Of course, he's not thinking clearly. He's new to his job. He's just going to have to be schooled a little. And I'll never forget taking that other guy, that citizen, aside and going, "Hey, man, come on over here. Let's go to talk." He said, "Who the fuck are you?" I said, "Right now, I'm your best friend." I said, "I'm the best friend you got in this room right now. Why don't you come on over here? And I'm going to tell you how it is." And just having to be that intermediary, to pick up the slack when somebody else was trying to figure out their job. I'm hearing everybody around the round table here saying pretty much the same thing. And what we're talking about is, the job stays the same, but depending on what type of club, where you're at, if you're in a big city, if you're in a small town, the stuff that comes at you might change. It's the same criteria, though.
Man, we appreciate you. I want to take a moment here to read what Uncle Shaggy just sent me. He said, two things not mentioned, the two most important positions of the sergeant at arms or enforcer. He is a buffer between the boss and the public, and the sergeant at arms or enforcer should be always ready. It's like a dog on a chain. The chain should always be tight, holding the dog back, not laying on the ground. You dig? And I think we do dig. What do you guys, anybody have any comments on that?
Hey, I get that all the time. My sergeant at arms, it's like he do his job. He try to keep me out of anything, even though I feel that, I really can talk and handle my stuff myself. But in a way, he is my buffer. He makes sure that I'm safe, keeps people out of my area if I'm moving, or tell me to slow down if I'm not. So that's really cool. And when it's time to go, I don't even got to say nothing. I just tell him what it is. He just look at me, and if he see me with that look or how my posture is, he know what it is. And you don't even got to say nothing, because when your safety's and your safety's in peril, your dude is right there. He know what he needs to do. Sometimes you could do a little talking, but as my boy once told me, you keep your hands, your feet, and your spit to yourself, we won't have no problem. You know what I mean? And that's what we try to do, how we do it up here.
Does that mean accidental spit?
Hey man, we don't need none.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about about an overzealous sergeant at arms. What can an overzealous? Prep shaking his head. No, you've
That's
seen
bad
this before?
business, Prep.
Hey, that's let me tell you what that is. That's trouble. It's trouble, man. Let me tell you, I have an analogy. Here's my analogy. So you have Batman and you have Superman. You have Bruce Wayne and you have Clark Kent. See, Batman and Bruce Wayne they're two different people. Clark Kent and Superman is one and the same. And what happens, man, you get people that, I think, who was that just talked about that patch? You get people that put that sergeant at arms or that enforcer patch on or whatever, however you're identified. And man, people go out here and, hey, Bruce Wayne is not invincible. It's only when he puts that Batman costume on that he's Batman. So you got to understand, just putting that on, it puts a target on you. Because and this is just me generally speaking, if I'm gonna make a move, I'm going to attack whatever is the highest potential threat, and that just comes from military training and thinking. I'm gonna make a move on whatever is the highest potential threat. So if you have these overzealous who's always with this rah rah, and that's the first one that's gonna get it.
Right.
So again, you have to understand. You just have to. Are you gonna let a pit bull get close enough to you to do harm, or are you gonna let or those little bitty little ankle biters? Pit bull is already vicious. It's already showing its aggression. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm backing up. You'll see them coming a mile away. So man, if overzealous, it's trouble, man. It's trouble, and it makes the organization look bad.
Hey, not only make the organization look bad, you can alienate your members. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you got a sergeant at arms, this is the funniest thing. The names have been changed to protect the weak-minded people. But we had a cat, and he always, every time it went down, he was the SA. He was never on the front line. It's like, I'm on the front line. But every time it came down to his bros, oh, when you gonna let me put the smack down? Hold on. These is your bros. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta put no hands on your bros. It's some couple things that happens with, but just some regular showing that authority or trying to put that aura out there to your own group of members. Needless to say, he's no longer in that position, but you gotta be mindful, because everybody that says they want that job, everybody ain't ready to be, everybody can't differentiate Batman and Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? But the coldest part about it is that if you try to put that Batman cape on and use it to intimidate or make yourself higher than what you are in your club, you really have a problem, because then you got a mutiny, because people ain't gonna take it. You know what I mean? And that's gonna check you and have you in a bad position. So it's like you really gotta, just because it's time to vote for it, and somebody want to put his name in a hat, it's like, you need to talk about that. You need to read that position and see if you can do it, and we need to discuss it.
In my experience, I've found that when somebody actually wants that position, they're normally not very good at it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because most of, you know, like any good president, VP, sergeant at arms, enforcer, whatever, most of the time nobody really wants those jobs, especially sergeant at arms. You know, I didn't want it. I basically got it because my SA was a straight fuck boy, and that's how I ended up with it. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, that's what I found. You know, like, you know, the people that are all like, yeah, man, yeah, bro, I want to be the enforcer. I want to be the sergeant at arms. You're gonna cause way more shit than actually ending it or preventing it. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, D'Lo, nobody wants to be the secretary of the club.
Oh,
All right?
hell no. Hell no. Nobody wants to
Try
be
to give
that.
that damn position away for 6 years now. So.
Yeah, secretary is the most hated, bro. Every week you just looking at the secretary like, man, fuck you, man.
And if that club has a COC officer, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
let
but
them.
you're
talk
100%.
I
about
love
you.
my
man.
secretary.
Danny,
Hey, don't do it. Don't take it.
You're
I love
100%,
my
Danny. I
secretary.
noticed that people that
I'm a damn fine
sergeant at
one.
arms landed on their laps were the ones that actually been doing the best job I've seen.
Yeah.
They're the ones that either got voted or they just fell on their lap, and everybody saw them as that person.
Right.
I think what happens is with every officer position in a club, a lot of the guys see the title and then they think that there's somebody special, and they're just
Right. Yeah.
they're doing a job in the club. That's all.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah.
you're just like any other member. The member's just as good as you. It's just you have to have a specific job because everybody in that club should be doing something.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody's
has
got a
every
rank.
job.
Everybody's got a boss. It's just the way it goes.
Everybody
You know?
has every job. It's everybody's job. It's not, when it comes down to security, it's everybody's job to make sure that they're keeping eyes on what's going on. If you got a bro that's drank too much, take those keys. And I wanted to circle back around, about when you have these guys that are quick to go at their own. And a lot of times what I've seen is you're almost protected internally. So you don't know what the other guy's gonna do on the outside. So that's a wild card. So you try to kind of play it safe. So, man, it's man, this one is a touchy one for me, man.
So, Uncle Shaggy said, Shaggy 1%er said, the chain being tied is an analogy, meaning head on a swivel and paying attention to everything, ready to react at a moment's notice to protect the boss, brothers, and the club. I bring that point up to ask about, what about drinking while out on the set or in the club protecting? What do you guys have to say about the sergeant at arms being inebriated or high or
Dragon, how can you be the living embodiment of the rules if you are going against the rules, right?
Yeah.
So if my sergeant at arms is with me and he's drunk, he came to his job. How can people look to him to say we're gonna follow his orders if he can't follow the number one thing? Because when you out on the set, yeah, you're supposed to have a good time, but us, it's like I don't barely drink anyway, and all my dudes, we keep it to a minimum because it can pop off, and when you drink, you got spirits in you, and everything changes. But if the sergeant at arms, the living embodiment of what you guys are about, is drunk, don't want to give up his keys, there again, you don't need him because nobody's going to respect him because he's that guy that's in that position to just because he thinks it looks good on his chest and it gives him some authority. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel so good about our club. Everybody holds each other accountable. Everybody checks each other. When the sergeant on the mess up to the P to the prospect, we all got a job to do. You know what I mean? And we try to hold each other accountable. But I wish the sergeant on the mines would go out drunk. I wish.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
the roles are supposed to be, it's not the P and anyone else following the sergeant at arms home at the end of the night to make sure they make it home safely, right? So you
Preach.
they need to make sure that he does his job.
Really, that's why most people don't want the sergeant at arms job, because naturally you already know when you out at an event, you're not having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Working.
If you're a real sergeant at arms, your ass ain't drinking, you ain't partying, you ain't hanging out. You're following your P every motherfucking move he makes. You know what I'm saying? And you watching everything around you, so you ain't got time to have fun and drink and party. You know, I mean, I've never even heard of something like that personally, but I come from a different place, I guess.
So
I'm
now
kind of
let's-
like Pac on that one. I wish the fuck he would get drunk.
Or even drink. Like, how can you got to be on your A game?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. Like, it don't. It just,
so the sergeant at arms don't get to enjoy himself when he's out on the set.
Honestly, no.
You working. You got to pay attention to everything that's moving.
Yeah, you working with
anything.
different clubs. You're working the scene. You're watching your P. You're watching all your brothers, making sure they're not getting drunk, making sure they're not getting out of pocket, and saying some dumb shit and having something pop off. Yeah, you got a lot of things going on at one time.
Working.
So let's talk about something that whoa, where did okay, he's back. Something that Chrome was talking about training. Chrome says that in all the work that he's done, he trains his people every week. Where is the sergeant at arms with respect to conducting training or that sort of thing? And what kind of training is he conducting?
When you say training, what do you mean? Like in-house?
Well, you got to be.
Are
You
you-
have to know several key things. So, well, you got to.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
I just explained that to him. You know, it's like, you know, like I say, a lot of these guys, a lot of my guys never even been to the U.S. before, and this is all kind of new to them. And when they go there, I have to explain to them how these guys they work, especially the 1% clubs. You know, I said they ain't about a lot of laughing and joking. And one thing he's talking about, you know, Sergeant Arms getting drunk. 99% of my guys don't even drink or do drugs. They don't do anything. They just ride their motorcycles, and that's it. They don't drink or eat
Christian
pork or
club.
any of that stuff. No, we're not. We just
No.
don't, you know, a lot of guys are very healthy conscious. They don't drink. You know, a lot of the guys in my club too, they're from all over the world. I guys from Africa to Trinidad to Jamaica. You know, in the culture, a lot of these guys just don't get fucked up. They just don't do that. Right. And which is good for me because I really don't have to worry about it when we go anywhere. And everybody heads on a swivel where we go. You know what I mean? We just, we're not just standing around and don't watch. We watch everything. And we try to make sure where we're going is safe for all of us. You know, I try to see what kind of dudes we dealing with before we go. And then we go to Buffalo and Detroit, and we fuck with a lot of the clubs up there, and a lot of the clubs come up in here. And you know, how we roll is a little bit maybe different than why you guys in the States, because you know, you guys got gun laws up there. You don't have really gun laws. We have gun laws here. So the most is gonna pop off here. You know, you slap the shit out of somebody, and that's all it's really gonna be. That's a whole different ball game there. It's a whole different ball. It's like shoot out the OK. Right.
I almost kind of wish it was like that.
Man, I love to throw hands, boy. Man. Hey,
well,
listen, I got a rule.
I don't like doing any of it.
One thing I hate is that getting older, that really sucks, because there was a time I would have slapped Carlos tonight.
Oh.
And now I might draw back enough.
That was me being nice tonight.
There was a time I would have said, whack! Now I might not get a hand back. It might be where'd my hand go? So these
it sounds like you two got into it pretty good, huh?
But I love my man. So, but we let's talk about that. When we talk about an overzealous, aggressive sergeant at arms, how can a sergeant, what kind of situations could a sergeant at arms do that could put the club in jeopardy when he's out on the set? So I guess drinking and getting drunk could be one. What are some other things?
If a sergeant at arms watches the same video that I watched and you watched and thinks that it's okay to slap a grown man's motherfucking hands down because he's moving them, that would be a lesson taught. I couldn't believe that shit when I saw that.
Trying to stay away from that. Bro.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's what got me to watch my video, man. You're telling me that you were a 1%er, which we all know you are, and that's all good. But you're gonna tell me that you were in SA and you somewhere and somebody's moving their hands fast or talking with their hands with your pee and you slapped his hands, motherfucker? No, you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't.
Dude, I talk with my hands, so I mean, I'm Cuban, man.
Well, back-
Cuban,
back to
Italian, it's
training.
almost the same thing. It's hey, my.
Well, that goes back to the training aspect. You know,
Yeah.
it's because I mean, let's be real. These are businesses. These organizations are small scale corporations. They're businesses, so you have to go about it as such. I mean, even being in a diamond club, it's tactical training, defensive training, hell, learning how to ride. Man, listen, let me tell you, true story. And if any of my people are watching, they're gonna laugh their asses off. We had a situation where it was about 41 percenters. And we pulled off from somebody's driveway, turned around, and said, man, where the hell is everybody? We had one person that went down and took out 4 people. I said, oh, hell no. So you know what I started doing? I started riding at the, not all the way at the back, you know, because I couldn't ride at the back. They wouldn't even allow me to ride at the back because of, you know, my position. But I said, hey, listen, man, don't put me next to this person, that person. Hey, no, sir. So you have to know, just because somebody owns a bike, don't mean they know how to ride.
Man,
So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lot of
That
things
kind of goes back to proper vetting too, though. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
if you bring a guy into your club and he ain't been around that long and he don't know how to ride, and you say you were a 1%, and well, why the fuck is this motherfucker even in your club?
Well,
I mean,
and you know, and
that's
to
just
each his
my
own.
opinion.
No, and you're right. You're absolutely right. But
You
let's
know,
be
no
real.
disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But I'm
you're
just,
absolutely right. And here's what we have to understand: things are not always done the way they're supposed to be done. And think about,
right.
you know, you got people coming from different areas. You know, especially
Hmm.
you know when you're in a tourist city where you got people where there's not one group of people that have grown up with one another, where everybody's migrated in from different areas, military towns. It's like, hey,
Right.
you know, you got to think about that. We've got people
Yeah.
that moved from a place where they had 3 months of riding to now you move to a place where you ride 12 months out of the year.
Right.
So, you know, it's a lot of things, but yeah, but that was the funniest shit. But you know what? We got it together. It's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah,
I
that's
had
where
some,
usually over time the gunner in the back knows who can ride and puts the people on the back who can't. And we used to get a group of 3 people. Like if someone is a poor rider or a weak rider, we'll set them up with 2 strong riders, and they'll go in the back or go off on themselves throughout the week to train that rider basically to not get
Shit.
nervous
Give them
going
the
side by
address.
side.
This where we going. So give them the address. Keep your ass
Yeah.
away from
Usually, I mean, by the time you get out of your prospect phase and make
Yeah,
pads,
you
you
should
should
already
know what you're
be.
doing.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Because
real. Listen, check
we've
this
been
out.
riding your ass hard and putting you away wet every night.
But check this
So
out. I'm gonna be real with you. I got my first Harley last year. I was a sport bike rider, you know, Hayabusa,
okay,
and when I got my first Harley, and it was, you know, I came from Rough Riders initially. I'm riding wheelie, sitting
okay,
on the gas tank. So when I came over
yeah.
and I got a road glide, and I'm like, wait a minute, this shit, man, I weigh 161 pounds. This shit was different for me.
It's a big difference.
And my
Yeah,
president at the time,
You dropped the bike the first day.
no, hey, I spent too much money to drop it out. Hey, I got it from the Harley dealership, and as I was leaving, I was like, oh, shit, I'm like, man, I don't want to fuck this
Hey,
bike
BD,
up.
sorry to interrupt, but I got to
No,
get
no,
going.
go.
We're going to have the NutriZone right now coming on at 8 p.m.
at
Central.
9 minutes. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. I'm going to shut it down before then. All
yeah.
right,
Hey,
brother.
Carlos,
Thank
send me
you.
that link, bro.
You got it.
So,
Thank
Put
you.
it in the chat.
the funny thing, got some guys in my club when I was national who said I rode like this, and they were afraid to ride next to me. It was always, and I don't ride like that.
You were that guy. I
The
knew it.
bike was doing that because I was videotaping and stuff and talking on the phone and you know
Oh, you that guy?
I had
Oh,
things
hell
to
no.
do on the motorcycle.
No,
There
the
were
bike
things to
wasn't
do.
doing that, Dragon. You weren't paying attention.
I was. That's what the road captain is for. He sits there and you know if something's going on. He Yeah, I got these guys. Hey, man, you're writing like this. Hey, did I bump into you? Give me a freaking break here. Anything in closing, because we do have to, Hollywood's coming on at 9 Eastern with the Carlos, what's it called?
Neutral Zone.
Neutral Zone. Aren't you going to be on that too, Danny?
We got
Yeah.
All you guys. Okay.
Yeah, we got Tank too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
All right. So let me get you guys out here for the Neutral Zone. And man, this is the quickest show we've ever had, 46 minutes. So anybody, let's get your final thoughts. Let's go around the table. Let's start with you again. Prep, your final thoughts, sir.
Hey man, very good points. So just take everything, and it's great to see the contrast and comparison with all the different clubs. So man, shit, it's just you have to learn. There's no right or wrong way. Right or wrong is subjective. You have to learn what works for you based on where you are, man. So don't take this shit too seriously, but you need to take it seriously.
Right.
Amen.
Tank.
Hey man, this lifestyle ain't for everybody. So you think about what you get yourself into. And there's an old phrase says, "Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it." And so, that's my advice, man. Just remember that.
Those are good words to live by.
Wild.
Where'd he go?
I think Wild left.
Oh, hold on. I'm on the phone. I got an important call. So skip me for a second.
I'm going to skip you for a second.
Well, the hell with him.
Pop!
What's up? I don't know. I just think you got to do a good job vetting the person. And also, if a person seems overzealous for that position, he probably ain't the one. You know what I mean? Take your time to know your member and pay attention and know your bro. And pretty soon, you will find a bro, the most quietest dude that ain't never drinking, that's paying attention. He's wearing a hat before he get the job. That's probably the guy that deserves it because he don't even want it, but he's doing it before he's even considered it.
Pac, we're so glad you're well again, man. You had a bout with that stuff, bro, and took you out for a minute. So I'm glad you're well and you made it through, bro. Much
let's
love.
clear this up, though. It was not COVID. It was just I was sick. I don't know what the hell it was. I got really sick. I'm good. I'm like back in the gym with my son. Everything is groovy. But
you're next to D-Lo. That's why.
Yeah,
man. Hey, bro, I was good for 4 days, and then all of a sudden, man, today I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
So, Danny, your closing statement.
Negative. My closing statement would be to, you know what? I just want to say something to our supporters, our fans, man. You guys just got $1 million of advice right here from all different aspects. I suggest you rewatch this video a few times if you're new to the game, and just pay attention to some shit. And kind of like what what Pac just said, you know, or Tank too. Be sure that this life is for you. And one thing I just want to say on a personal level, keep in mind that the people that call you brother ain't always your brother. So pay attention, keep your eyes open, and your head on a swivel even when you around your bros. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks, man. Chrome, up there in Canada. Oh, man. Chrome! We can't hear you. Damn it.
Damn, Chrome. Hey, thanks for being on the show, Chrome. I just want to say that. I hope you hear me. Parker, it was good seeing you. Prep, welcome. Much love to you, brother. Tank, I'll see you in a minute.
You
Carlos, I'll see you in a minute, too.
I'm out too, man. Peace.
Carlos.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, my last thing is everybody said, what we all can really say. I mean, the duties are all the same and the responsibility is big. It's probably one of the largest responsibilities you're going to have. And any position as an officer that you take, you're going to have to really think hard. It's going to be beyond a priority of anything that you really could imagine. And you're 24/7 on call, and it's not as fun as what you glamorous like people think. So everybody said the great thing. I mean, I want to thank everybody to be on their prep, of course. Tank, we're going to see Tank, Danny the D-Lo, everybody. I do appreciate it. BD, I love you.
I'm about to tune in and check y'all out too, man.
Thanks.
Okay, and final thing, Chrome, are you on? Can you give us your last thoughts?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this life ain't for everybody. Everybody can't ride a motherfucking motorcycle. I have to say that too. These dudes go out and get colors and ride bikes and rah, but they can't fucking ride. I've seen it for the last 40 years. And that's all I gotta say about that. And this whole thing with Sergeant at Arms, nobody in my club wants it because we've done so many classes. When they know what the shit they gotta do, they don't want to do it. They go, oh, I gotta be, that's what it is? Yeah, that's what it is. So all of us kind of took the responsibility and watch each other and protect each other. That's what we do here. Anyway, man, it was good. I learned a lot from all of you guys. As always, I always watch this show. All the new guys on this show and the old guys and Pox, we coming to visit you. And we had a meeting about they're going to North Dakota. I guess it's above South Dakota. But we had a meeting talking about riding up there and just to check it.
I think it is. I don't know. Hey, listen, thank you for tuning in from Canada, coming down and hanging out with us. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Thank you for continuing to come back on, and we appreciate it. Pret, man, love you to death.
Sure.
I've been after you for a long time to come on this show.
And I told you I was going. I just had to. I had to. I like to do things a certain way, but man, I appreciate it.
You kept your word. You're here. I'm so glad to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your wisdom and your knowledge. And I just, as a brother to a brother, man, to see all the things, all the wonderful things you're doing with business, and you got your own television show, your own station, and all this, that, and the other, your own network. You just, you make bikers proud. You make us proud as brothers. And, you show that 1%ers, we 1%ers ain't no whole bunch of, everybody ain't no what y'all be thinking.
We ain't all thugs.
That's right.
Hey, listen, you know what I like to say? I'm well-mannered, not nice. Understand the difference between the two.
And I like to say I'm a biker, not a choir boy. I think that says it all. Listen, y'all, we got to get over to Hollywood Show Insane Throttle over there at it's 8:59. So this is the quickest we've ever gotten out of here. So you guys go over there and check him out. They're on the neutral zone. And we're out. Much love to you all. Thanks, peace, love, happiness, soul. Thanks for tuning in. That's my 2 cents. Love you. Your 2 cents down in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. And remember, get the book. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.